AETA for siding with my parents after my sister snuck out in the middle of the night? Last night, my 15-year-old sister left the house at 3 a.m. without telling anyone and took an Uber to a friend's house. She said she was going to support a friend dealing with a sudden family tragedy. At first, I thought what she did was actually pretty kind, as she was just trying to be a good friend during a really difficult time. But my parents were furious, and I didn't understand why at first. When I talked to them, they explained that my grandma heard the door open and woke them up, thinking someone was breaking in. They checked my sister's room and realized she was gone. Since she has a history of lying, and because one of her friends recently ran away, they immediately thought she might have done the same. They spent over an hour searching the house and were on the verge of calling the police, thinking something horrible had happened to her. When they finally got her on the phone, she told them she was at a friend's house because her friend's family was going through a crisis. But my parents didn't believe her. Just last week, she told them she was going to work but actually went to a friend's house, so her story sounded suspicious. They picked her up and were still skeptical, especially since they found her and her friend walking down the road instead of being inside the house like she said. When they got to the house, my dad tried to talk to the friend's mom to verify what was going on. He started asking a lot of questions, trying to confirm the story, but it felt excessive considering the family was dealing with a heartbreaking situation. My parents were frustrated that the mom allowed my sister to come over at 3 a.m. without notifying them, but to me, it seemed inappropriate to push for answers from someone going through such a difficult time. Now, my sister insists she did nothing wrong because she was just trying to be there for her friend. My parents feel bad for how they handled things with the other mom, but are still really angry at my sister for sneaking out and lying. I feel torn because my sister did something kind for her friend, but went about it in a reckless, unsafe way. And while my parents' reaction was intense and inappropriate toward the grieving mom, I can't fully blame them for panicking. The reason I feel like an asshole is because I am disappointed in my sister. I wish she would have just asked my parents to bring her in mourning, but instead she did something risky. Now she is mad at me as well.